In the city of Muhammad Ali, we're used to go the distance. We're going the distance as well. Louisville and Marquette, the Golden Eagles giving the Cardinals everything they could want and more. And we'll see as we go to the fifth set. Here's the summary thus far. All tied up. Your hit percentages. Blocks, Louisville's been rising since then. Natalie Ring, Chloe Chacoin have been outstanding.
It's going to come down to defense in this fifth set. Neither team phenomenal at a fifth set record this year. Lots of those have been top 10 matchups on both sides. Marquette's taken down some teams along the way. Louisville has battled in the ACC play in top 10 matchups. But all that matters is these 15 points here tonight to prolong your season.
Most likely a trip to Lincoln, Nebraska, the reward. That'll be decided later tonight for sure. Can Marquette get back there? Will the Cards? Hannah Kenny will start us off. Point for Louisville.
Great set from Cabello. She was falling backwards all the way at the right pin and pushed this ball all the way out to the pin fast for Peterson. Transition has to be Louisville's game.
A block by Cressy. Louisville opens with a roar.
And you see leadership on both sides there. Right after that ball, Ring came down and she said, "That's my bad, we're okay." And Cressy just screams in the face of her teammates and gives them the firepower to finish this set.
Radiff was denied. They go back to Natalie Ring. Cressy got a hand on it. Ring reloads. Radiff again. Ring. Point to Louisville.
The ball here was called a lift. You can tell Mendoza does not love it. Ball stuck in King's hand just a little long. Normally in volleyball, we call it a lift, but the true definition is prolonged contact.
And finally for Marquette, they get on the board here in the fifth. Studer will serve. It was in.
And Peyton Peterson has been semi-quiet here tonight. Hard to say that when she has 17 kills, but she's a person that steps up when the spotlight is big. Didn't get a lot of playing time last year until the national championship game. She knows what it's like to play under the spotlight.
She's thrived as a sophomore. And a point to Louisville. All Cards right now in the fifth set. And Natalie Ring lets out a roar.
She does not back down. If she goes down tonight, it's going to be swinging.
16 kills and every other stat a night ago against Western Kentucky. Marquette, that's back-to-back for the Golden Eagles. Here's what's at stake. The second consecutive season going to the regional semifinals. Louisville looking to go for the fifth time. One streak it will end this set. Haggard with the quick hands. Cressy, denied. No, is off ring. Her father roars.
There is no lack of firepower and energy in this building right now.
12 kills tonight for Cressy. Not as high a hit percentage as her astronomical 67. But a service error keeps Marquette within arm's reach. That's 11 service errors for Dan Meskey's crew.
As Ring goes back to serve here, that brings Parks in the front row for Marquette.
Big spot for the freshman Parks. And a point for the freshman Parks.
And Ring, again, finding ways to contribute. An ace there from the service line. We see Blackshear enter the game for Louisville in the back row. She'll be a potential weapon out of the back row for the Louisville offense.
Chicoine. And a net violation to boot. Louisville Cardinals offense, 4 with 10 or more. Chicoine the most with 27. Gray had to adjust. A point to the Cards, 4 now, as Mendoza quick to the green card.
So the ball was called out, but Marquette's challenging that Louisville was in the net on the same play, so it's also going to be a matter of timing.
Yeah, so would it matter if the net was contacted before the ball was ruled out?
Marquette is challenging there was a net fault on the play.
So we're going to look right down the line. This is what our referee is looking at right now.
So as that ball goes outside the antenna, you see Louisville kind of pull their hands back on the block, and then I believe that's Hannah Sherman that catches the net on the way down.
After the review, there was a net fault in the Louisville blocker. Marquette will rechange their challenge.
An exhale for Mendoza. Successful challenge for Marquette. And we get a few more fingernails being chewed on as Meskey gets the explanation.
And I'm guessing what he's questioning here is the timing, because the call was the out of bounds call, so he's questioning that timing and then making sure that they are in the correct rotation and have the right server. So now it looks like they're discussing more the rotation, but the initial question was when this ball went outside the antenna, which was the call, or hit the antenna, which was the call on the floor, was that before or after the net violation? It seemed like Meskey got the right answer from the R2 that he wanted, that the R2 did look at that and deemed that the net violation is before the contact of the antenna.
It's a one-point game, 5th set. Ring, wide. Louisville the first to 8. And number 2, Louisville.
I love the energy, and look at the smiles from Coach Mendoza. That's the exact play that they wanted there coming out with Ring. The coaching staff was ready to celebrate, and so much energy here on both sides. A match that I don't think Marquette wants to end. They'll play 7 if we'd let them.
Let's keep going. Let's keep playing. Run it back out here. There's Natalie Ring. What a game by her. She thrived yesterday. She's been outstanding tonight.
Natalie Ring has done it all. She has put this young team on her back. 25 kills. We've seen her use every edge of this block, swing from back row, out of the middle, right side in the back row and on the left side. And then on the flip side, there has been Chloe Chicoine. She hasn't had to do quite as much with 4 Louisville attackers in double digits, but she has a career or a season high of 27 kills, and she has just been the emotional spark plug for Louisville tonight.
Chicoine is hitting 40%. And Ring, if we could add layers to that, she's got 6 digs and 4 blocks too. Just a dominant performance by the senior Natalie Ring.
And look for Marquette to come back from this timeout and really just rely on her. I think down the stretch now, you live and die from your senior leader, but Haggard does such a good job of moving this ball around. Look for people like Radiff and Bray to sneak in a few kills as well.
The winner, most likely to Lincoln, Nebraska. Depends on the result of #1 Cornhuskers in Kansas State. Kansas has already moved on. And then Louisville Marquette get the winner of Texas A&M and TCU. That match has begun. First serve was up at 8. So either the Horned Frogs or the Aggies await the Golden Eagles or the Cardinals.
And we saw the stat that flash there that Louisville has 4 hitters, not only with double-digit kills, but add Sherman to that mix with only 6 kills, but hitting .857. Their offense has been phenomenal tonight. And sure enough, Marquette comes out of that timeout and goes to Ring, even out of the back row.
Natalie Ring's come up huge, as has Marquette's only player from the state of Kentucky. Isabella Haggard, the setter, is serving. And a big swing for Blackshear.
That is Louisville's bread and butter. Get that ball up over the block and let Blackshear take a swing. Something Dan Meskey said is, we just always want to be the greatest version of ourselves. And I guarantee that quote was brought up in a huddle here as the pressure rises in this 5th set.
They expect her to be able to play 6 rotations in the near future. And then on the, I think she slid across the midline. And Louisville's grown their lead. They're 5 away. Second timeout by Marquette.
And I think that's Louisville's block. That is the greatest version of themselves. Setting up that block, Blackshear and Cressy, and being able to score there. Again, I expect Marquette to come out of this huddle ready to go. They are not backing down from any fight, and I'm guessing this next ball goes to Ring.
Yeah, Natalie Ring, career high, 28 kills. She's 2 away. Chloe Chicoine has met her career high. Been brilliant all night long. Now Louisville, again, we mentioned this earlier. It took a while to rev up, but Louisville, by the numbers, the 2nd best blocking team in the country. The 1st best, the top in the ACC. How does that defense arrive here as we're going down the stretch?
And that's what got them back in it. They had 0 in that 1st set. That's not Louisville. They want to average 4 per set. They started getting there in the 2nd, went backwards in the 3rd. Happens to be another set that they lost. Picked it back up in the 4th. They live and die behind that block.
In the sets that they've lost, they have had 1 combined block. 7 combined in the sets they've won. The winner gets Texas A&M or TCU in the round of 16. Most likely will be played in Lincoln, Nebraska. Everyone trying to get to Kansas City on in mid-December.
And if you're watching this match right now, you want both teams to continue these streaks because you want to see these squads continue to compete.
From Blackshear, the freshman rises. She's got the highest touch on the team, nearly 11 feet. And she stonewalled Marquette.
And besides mentioning that Calissa Blackshear was freshman of the year, we haven't really referenced her youth. She has stepped up and not played like a freshman.
Long by Peterson.
We're gonna see a challenge here on the touch.
And Louisville so close to a knockout. That's one you almost have to challenge.
Yeah, exactly. I think every
Louisville
close
is
ball
challenging
here,
that there was a block touch.
I think every close ball here, you have to scrap for points as the players and as the coaching staff. If that means using the green card to see if you can pick up a point, you do it.
All right, so the ruling is that there was no touch. And Dan Meskey is saying that there was.
We're also going to see if that ball landed in, because if it landed in, it doesn't matter if there was a touch or not.
We're looking at what the referee is looking at. And now still going to be looking up at the net. Was there a touch there? So we're looking at the outstretched arms of Kira Schmidt, number 7 in blue.
Yep, and that ball goes past her inside hand, so we're probably looking at fingertips on one of those fingers of her inside left hand.
I think it depends on which color shirt you're wearing. That touch her finger, if you're in red, and absolutely if you're in blue, oh, it's so close.
I agree. I mean, there could be movement in that middle finger right there where you kind of get 2 frames.
We'll wait the news.
After review, the call will be reversed. Block touch on number 7. Louisville will retain their challenge.
Louisville 3 points away.
Louisville's going to confirm their server. Not a time in the game you would want to be out of rotation, so well done by the coaching staff to triple check. They got 3 of them up there checking.
That would be very unfortunate. Camden Schran, the native of Kentucky. And the swing by the calm transfer from California.
Radiff again, coming up huge. 0 errors tonight as well. That's her 10th kill.
Yeah, California cool under pressure. Mari King. Overpass by Louisville. Ring off the hands of Blackshear.
Ring is not ready for this to be over. She is going to scrap and claw till the end with power.
She can go all day, all night if she has to.
And I love her talking to her teammates right there. She said, 1 at a time, let's go.
Ring, kept alive by Schran. Ring gets the point and the kill from Marquette. And the Golden Eagles are going nowhere. Timeout, Louisville.
And Louisville had an opportunity there, had a free ball play. Cabello ran the ball a little too fast out to Peterson, gave Marquette 1 more chance, and Marquette and Ring were not letting that get away.
Here's what you were talking about.
That ball's just a little bit too fast. It was not above the height of the net by the time Peterson was able to contact. And if you give Ring more than 1 chance to score during a rally, she's taking it.
Bella Haggard, the native of Lexington, Kentucky, who did her club volleyball here in the Derby City. keeping Marquette alive, finding Natalie Ring. Ring has, I mean, just the impact she's had. This is her 32nd straight game with over 10 kills. Now, she's blown that away today, but the last time she had in the single digits was over a year ago in the Big East Championship game on November 30th of 2024, and since then, she's been dominant. 28 kills tonight.
And these are the moments where she really has the ability to make a name for herself. Everybody in the gym knows the ball is going to her. What does she do about it?
And you could see yesterday where she was just so overcome with the emotion of the moment, battling back. So proud of her teammates in the sweep against WKU. And tonight and today, she's battling back again. Look what she did yesterday. Today, even better.
She came to Louisville for this NCAA tournament to play.
Marquette trying to reach the third round, the round of 16 for the third year in a row. That one sailed.
We'll have a challenge here for a touch. We do have insider information as Blackshear just looked at her bench and said no.
Well, she only has one stake on it.
Marquette is challenging a block touch.
So the ruling was there was no touch. So Marquette hoping that there was on Blackshear.
Ring was definitely swinging to get a touch. Now, looks like if there was a touch, it would have been possibly on Cressy.
So 13 in white.
So both things could be true. Blackshear could have not touched the ball as she told her bench, however. I think it would be the left hand, the inside hand of Cressy, but looks like maybe as Cressy reached to her right, Ring hit inside the block.
Call on the floor is confirmed, no touch. Marquette will lose their challenge.
So Blackshear was both right and a little clairvoyant. Marquette's got one more challenge to use. They've got one more timeout to burn. Tom Mendoza has to be very judicious. Hannah Kenny began this fifth set serving. It's rotated back to her. And off of Kenny, Ring gets the kill. Marquette staying alive.
So smart there from Ring to take a little bit of power off.
What more magic does Marquette have? Not enough for Cressy. Set point, match point. And a chance to go to the round of 16 on the line. Timeout, Marquette.
And you can tell that everyone in this arena on both sides knows that this is the chance to move on to that Nebraska regional semifinal.
Here at match point, looking ahead. Their immediate future for the winner of this is either Texas A&M or TCU, both seeded. And then in the future, potentially Nebraska versus Kansas. How delectable that Kansas State-Kansas matchup would be. If it was Kansas State and Kansas, then it would be played here in Louisville, Kentucky.
At this point, I don't think anyone in this crowd is thinking past this match right now and being able, all the Louisville fans are ready for this five-setter to be in the books.
You know, we look at the volume here, the biggest crowds in L&N Federal Credit Union Arena. Some birds have showed up. We're only 2 away from 1,100. I don't know, I can't find 2 more, but some robust crowds, and it gets loud in here.
And it's not a big venue, but it's a great volleyball venue. Look how close the crowd is to the floor, and they have brought noise tonight. Louisville needed the noise and the crowd help from this home court advantage for a Marquette team that came to play.
Match point for Louisville. Peyton Peterson, who has been so crucial for Louisville in her sophomore campaign, will serve. Marquette has no more timeouts. Her mom watches on. And Marquette can breathe still. The serve was out. For the 5th consecutive season, the Louisville Cardinals are going to the regional semifinals, 10th overall in program history. A year ago, that journey brought them all the way back to Louisville, Kentucky for the national championship, where they fell, they fell on the road. And so, Louisville, though, that journey will continue, and they will get the winner of Texas A&M and TCU.